Guys, welcome to my first match video review. Decided to add a little bit of commentary rather than just throwing up some random match videos to share with you guys. Shot a match here locally at my local club. I actually am a member of the club. It's Southwest Pistol League. We had actually good turnout to our match, which we usually do, but this match was pretty huge. It had 107 shooters. Carry optics runs pretty deep at our club matches. We had 33 carry optics shooters, quite a few A and B class shooters. We have a GM and I think a master class shooter as well. I did really well. I just switched over to carry optics this year in 2021. I shot, I think, about maybe a handful of matches, not too many. I'm starting to get my groove with carry optics, shooting a dot. I was previously shooting production division for about 2 years, so I'm getting used to it. I came in 6th place of the 33 carry optics shooters. I'm currently classified as a C class, very high C class, right at the border. I was hoping to make B class this time around, but things didn't work out as planned. I shot the classifier pretty well, but unfortunately my hits weren't there and my hit factor suffered. So we started on stage 4. Stage 4 was a medium course. I think it was about 26 rounds. I don't remember right off the top of my head. I did pretty well. I'm usually pretty nervous on my first stage, and it's been about a month since I ran a match, or I shot a match, so I was pretty happy with my performance. It's pretty straightforward. There was a few different ways that you can run this course. I decided to start on the left and run up range and then just work my way to the right. I did have a little bit of a problem right out the gate with one of the poppers. I was just throwing my shots to the right. I think I had 2 makeups on it. Wasn't too bad. I did lose probably about a second and a half there. The only other spot that I kind of messed up was on the right side is I did miss my position a little bit and I had to stutter step, which slowed me down again. Otherwise, I think I did pretty well. I was pretty happy with my performance. I shot 22 alphas, 4 Charlies, so I didn't drop any points, so can't complain about that. So let's check out the video here.
Are you ready? Stand by. You're finished. Are you ready? Stand by. You're finished. Load show clear. If clear, hammer down holster. Range is clear. 2-1.
Right, moving on to stage 5. Stage 5, I only have hat cam video. I don't have the overhead video, which, by the way, want to give props to Pops from Pop's Quest. I love his channel. I love the angle of his videos. I happen to do a lot of photography. It's my other passion. He shared his rig, which is a 12-foot light stand. I actually have plenty of those, so I threw it up at this match, and it worked out really well. It's just a GoPro sitting on a 12-foot light stand with an external battery, so I don't have to worry about that. And I just turn it on at the beginning of the stage, and I run it, and I actually record all of the shooters in the squad. So this next stage, again, I shot pretty well, all things considered. I shot 24 alphas, 5 Charlies. I did drop 1 Delta. Again, I'm trying to push the speed, especially engaging targets. not over confirming with my dot. But I did fairly well. There wasn't a whole lot to this stage as far as different stage plans. I think you could run it a couple of different ways, but not sure if mine was the best, but I had one of the faster times. So again, I think I did pretty well. Again, I think my time was 21:07 on this one.
With a claw mount for an Uzi that I wish I still had.
Are you ready? Stand by. Ah. You're finished. Unload, show clear. If clear, hammer down, holster. Range is clear. Your hot one's right there.
This is to stage 6. Stage 6, this bay, we usually set up a lot of steel on this stage. This time around, there were only a couple of steel targets. It was mostly paper. This was actually, I think, my favorite stage. It may not have been the best stage that I ran, but I ran it with very little hiccups. I think I had one makeup shot, and that was on the last piece of steel. Again, there were a few different ways to run this stage. I decided to just book it to the left and work my way across. One of the things that I did want to avoid here is getting sucked into the center position and losing a lot of time there. So hitting my mark was really important, and I did that. I was able to kind of just run over to the second position and kind of blend that whole center section into one position. And the thing that I was really happy with on this match was that I was sticking my reloads. I think it was the very last stage that I had a little hiccup with my reload, but other than that, I was sticking my reloads, and it allowed me to really move fast and come into position with my gun ready and just starting to fire away. So really happy with the way that I ran this stage.
Are you ready?
Those are
Stand by. But it's the same setup.
the only thing is they have
Yeah, you got 13, right?
yeah.
Are you ready? Stand by. You're finished. Unload, show clear. If clear, hammer down, holster. Range is clear. 14, 18.
Stage 1. Stage 1 is the smallest bay at our range. It's kind of a narrow bay that's not too deep either. So usually the courses are a little shorter there. This was a short course. It looks here that it was a 23 round course. Nothing too exciting, but it was fast and it was fun. I shot it in 14 seconds, just over 14 seconds, 14:06. I had 17 alphas, 6 Charlies. I probably dropped a few more Charlies than I wanted to, but all around I think I did fairly well. I shot on the move. I got through the stage fairly quickly, and again, without dropping any points. So.
Same people, same crowd.
Are you ready? Stand by. Are you ready? Stand by. Finish. Unload, show clear. If clear, hammer down. Holster. Range is clear. 1436.
On to the classifier, stage 2. My nemesis is the classifier. I always get really worked up with classifiers, hence my C classification. I've changed my mindset very recently, probably about 2 months ago. I'm just looking at the classifier as another stage. I don't really try and practice specific classifiers like I used to. Again, I may work on the skills that are needed for the classifier, but other than that, again, I just shoot it like another stage. I was very happy with the way that I shot this, other than dropping a no shoot and a delta. Other than that, I was happy with my draw. My draw was fast. I stuck the reload. I never lost my dot with the strong hand only, which is a problem that I've had in the past. So those things, those kind of bugs are getting worked out. Again, it's just I dropped some points, but it'll come with time.
Are you ready? Stand by. Finished unloading, show clear.
Okay, and now the last stage, stage 3. Stage 3 was pretty cool. It was another fun stage. The start position was hands on wall, hand on X's. There were a couple ways that you can shoot this. Some people immediately after the draw, they engaged the stuff in the center through the port. Others went to the right. I decided to go to the left. I thought it just made more sense. I can get my gun out and start moving and using the time during the movement to actually get the gun on target. That's what I did. I was really happy with my draw off of that start position. I went 1 for 1 on every target, I believe. There were some steel, knockover steel on this stage, which sometimes gives me a problem, but I went 1 for 1. About the only issue that I had was coming into the second to last position when I was running up range. Took me a little bit longer to get that reload in. I took my eyes away from the mag well too early, and it made me stumble to reload. That kind of messed up my position entry. So I had to engage that last open target past that no shoot a little awkwardly. And then, of course, mentally it made me rush to get to the next position. And you'll see on the overhead, I did have a foot fault there, but the RO wasn't looking. So if he didn't see it, doesn't count.
Are you ready? Stand by. Unload, show clear. If clear, hammer down. Are you ready? Stand by. Ah, shit. Unload, show clear. If clear, hammer down. Holster! Range is clear. What is it? 1747. 172 Alpha.